Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to add and subtract decimals. It's very important to know how to do so because nowadays people would just use their calculator to do addition and subtraction of numbers like decimals. One thing to know is to add or subtract decimals, you have to write the numbers vertically with decimal points lined up. So for example, if you have to add, let me show you this. Let me explain with an example. So if I tell you to add, and I give you 5.87 plus 23.279 plus 0.003. So if I tell you to do this, all you have to do is first, you have to write the numbers vertically with decimal points lined up. So you can start with the first number if you want, 5.87. Remember the decimals should be lined up. So then 23.279. So I'll put 23.279. Then you write the other number, so 0.003. As you can see, I just lined everything up, all the decimal point up. Then you add or subtract as with whole numbers the same way, and place the decimal point and the answer directly below the decimal point. So your answer here will have the decimal point right here, directly below so you line everything up. Okay, so what do? Well, you just add. So starting from the back here, 9 plus 3 is what? 12. So you put 2 here. All right, put 2 here, and you know it was 12, so you put the last digit there and put 1 up there because that was 12. So put 2 here, 1 up there. Then 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 7, so 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. And you put 5 here and do the same thing again. You're going to put the 1 up there because it was 15. So put the 1 up there. Now, 1 plus 8, 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. And you put 1 here. Put 1 here, then put 1 up there because that's 11. Okay, put 1 up there. Now, 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So you're going to put 9 here. Put 9 here. Then there's nothing to put up there. And 2 is just 2 right here. Okay, so then your answer is 29.152. This is how you add. By the way, let me put my plus sign here. This is how you add decimal numbers. Okay, now how do you subtract? Okay, how do you subtract? Well, let me show you how to subtract. What if I told you to subtract, so subtract, and give you these two numbers, 32.15 minus, so 32.15 minus 11.237. Okay. So remember what we do, you have to line up everything here. So I'm gonna put 32.15 here. So 32, put 2. I'm putting more space here just so you can see 1, 5, and I'm gonna put 11. So 11 minus 11 point, I have to line up 237. So I'm subtracting. All right, now as you can see, there's no number here, right? So it's good if there's no number here, you know there's a number because there's a decimal point here. You can add as many zeros as you want. So there's a 0 here. Then what you do is, since you have 0, so 7 doesn't go into 0. So you would tell yourself that you'll borrow a 1 from the 5 here to make this 10, okay? Therefore, you won't have 5 anymore. It will be 4. Okay. Then you do 7 from 10. 7 from 10 is 3. So let me use another color here. So 10 minus 7 is 3. Then 3 minus, so you're done with this one here. 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 is is 1. Okay. So put 1 here. Then 2 minus, so 2 doesn't go into 1. So you have to borrow a 1 from the 2 here. Okay, making it 11 now. So 2 from 11, that's 9. All right, 2 from 11, that's 9. Then 1 from 1, because now it's not 2, it's 1. 1 from 1 is 0. Remember the decimal point, by the way. 1 from 1, I said, is 0. And 1 from 3 is 2. Okay? So 20.913. This is how you subtract, okay? Subtracting decimal numbers. So very important here. Not bad at all, guys. Not difficult. You just need to line up, again, just like we said, you line up the values you need, and it will be very easy for you to do. Let's do another addition here to finish. So if you have to add, again, let me say add here. Remember, if you have to add, and adding and subtracting, you do it the same way. You have to line up the decimal point, okay? So if I tell you to add, and I give you 9.076 and 8.004, so you do the same thing. You put 9.076, okay? Then I'll put 8.004, and you go from there. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Then, you know, you put the 1 up there. So then 7 and 1, that's 8. I'll put the 8 here. 8, then 0. Decimal point here, and 9 plus 8, 17, right? Okay, so 17.08. 17.08, okay? So this is how you add and subtract decimals. Now, you know, most people would just use their calculators, but let's say you're taking a class in which your instructor tells you not to use your calculator. So in a case in which you cannot use your calculator, you know this is how you're gonna have to do it, okay? This is how you're gonna have to add and subtract. Remember what you do whenever you're ready to add and subtract decimals. You have to write the numbers vertically with decimal points lined up. Remember, decimal points lined up, and then you add or subtract as with whole numbers, okay? And place the decimal point and the answer directly below, as you see here, directly below the decimal points and the problem, okay? So very easy to do, guys. Just practice a couple. Go back to the examples I gave here, the addition and the subtraction examples. So just go back to them and see, take your time, you know, review this, see how I did it, so you can do it yourself. And it's not hard. Again, do your best to line up the decimal point. Remember, line up the decimal point vertically, and then you subtract as if you had whole numbers, okay? The same way. And at the end, you just place your decimal point directly below the decimal points you had and the problem to start, okay? So very easy to do. This is how you add and subtract decimals, all right? In another video, the next video, I'm gonna show you how to multiply decimals, okay? Thank you. This is doing this without using calculator. Thanks.